Hey traders, this is Thomas, and in this video we're going to talk about how to find high probability setups using price action rules. In this area, market open 8:30 Central Standard Time, the US stock market open, and as a price action trader, before I start trading I need to correctly identify the pre-market structure because I want to know what the direction of the market is and then the market is most likely heading. So I can see that the price opened with the gap. There's a gap from Friday close to Monday open, and price is creating series of lower highs and lower lows. Now as a price action trader, I know when I see such a nicely geometrical form in structure, I need to identify pattern because candles are never alone and naked on the chart, and you guys can see how nicely this channel is fitting. It's getting confirmed off the highs, and right now I'm following trendline rule, which says after break of a channel, I expect for price to create new extreme. So the bias in this market is right now bearish. Also, I can see that the prior to open, price is bouncing up and down consistently. So what I need to do, I also need to find the key levels for this trend range, and approximately something like this. Doesn't really matter whether you put it directly at the highs or slightly lower. You have to identify the key levels because in trend ranges, price is bouncing from the lows to the highs, and you want to buy low and sell high. So EMA is flat. Also, you can see the shortened trend lines being drawn inside of this trend range. You want to follow the trendline rule even inside of this trend range. Even you're waiting for a new low of this downtrend, that doesn't mean that you're blindly going to start selling or buying all over this place. No, overall bias is bearish, but you still need to draw these trend lines because you want to stay on the right side of the market. So market opened, price strongly pushed above EMA, created a break and new extreme. And there is a failed second entry short, failed two-legged pullback that goes against the trend. Why it goes against the trend? Because the downtrend played out with a break and a new low, the short-term one, and you're bouncing off the range lows and you're pushing strongly above EMA. So since price strongly pushed above EMA, this is telling you that buyers are stepping into the market and you're not looking to take the second entry short. Even though the overall bias is down, you need to pay respect to the shortened price action as well. There was a break and price created a new extreme. Now, according to trend range rules, I expect for price to go from the resistance all the way down here. But notice what you have. You have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. It is below EMA. It's coming off the range highs, and after had to break a new high, it is a failed second entry long right below EMA of two key entry points, the trend line and EMA, and a great bearish signal bar. This was my first trade for the day. I put my limit order. Price went 8 ticks, touched my limit order and didn't get filled because a lot of times price needs to tick through your limit order at least by one tick. And it reversed on me, and this was my first trade for the day, and I started with the losing trade. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel anything because I really like taking this trade. It really looks good to me. I followed the rules, and every strategy has losing trades. There's nothing I can do. I need to accept this. There are probabilities on my side, and sometimes the trade will fail. Absolutely nothing I can do about this. I cannot predict it, and I need to move on. What it ended up being is that price ended up creating a larger uptrend like this. This is quite hard to identify real time, especially when the short-term uptrend was working nicely as well. But you guys can see this is the first break, and eventually price created new extreme. But this is mainly only in hindsight can be found. Now, I took a losing trade, but it doesn't mean I'm going to start doubting the price action rules. Price created a 2 legs to a new extreme because price likes to move in pairs of twos and is bouncing off the resistance. So I still follow the trading range rule, just like I did follow them here. Now I follow them again, and price pushed strongly below EMA and it offered a lower high confirmation setup off triple top. This resistance is proven. Uptrend played out with the break and new high. Also, we can look at it as a first entry short, second entry short. So lower high confirming second entry short and triple top. Great bearish signal bar, and the price is working lower. And finally, price created new low for this major downtrend. So right now you're playing only the trading range because the downtrend played out. Short-term downtrend played out. Most breakouts of trend ranges will fail. Notice price pushed back into trend range. This is a trend range rule. You keep drawing the short-term channels, breaking a new high, and notice what is happening here. Very important piece of information. On the left, price is coming from the lows to the highs consistently. Healthy trend range structure. Healthy trend range means that the price is coming from the lows fully to the top, from the top fully to the bottom, and back and forth and back and forth. Here, what we can see is that the price is failing to go from the bottom all the way to the resistance. Notice price is barely making it to the middle of this trading range, and it's only working at the bottom tier of this trading range. This is very important. This is telling you the trading range is not healthy and there is a bearish imbalance in this market because the upper half of trading range is empty, and this is telling you that the breakout may work. In healthy trading ranges, you want to fade the breakout. Once you have bearish imbalance, you expect for breakout to eventually work. So price is pushing lower. Right now, a lot of congestion. I was about to take new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, but it was getting too stacked. Then price created this high low, actually new low, first entry short, second entry short failure, but was a little bit too stacked. I waited, EMA in the middle of these bars. What I took this trade right here was the second entry long, my second trade new high, first entry long, second entry long, downtrend played out with the breaking new low, 2 legs down. I'm playing the mini trading range, also the largest support is holding, and at this point on the bearish imbalance is not that developed. Okay, we can still bounce and go to the resistance. Triple top, strong push below EMA, and quadruple top. So at this point on, this is a clear bearish imbalance. First entry short, second entry short, but it's a little bit too early just yet, but it's confirming the quadruple top. This is important. This is telling me that the bearish imbalance is strong and the smaller the trading range is still in play. Because a lot of times price can break below the major key level, can reverse higher, not here. The micro trading range is still in play and there's a lower high, confirmation of the second entry short, big bearish bar, and in these tight trading ranges you can disregard the EMA and price then push lower and give you a failed second entry long. Now this one was tricky because the main support kept holding. I was really hesitating. I was really tempted to take this trade, but I didn't. Looking back, this is a nice trap because look at this nice bullish bar in bearish imbalance. You know, a lot of people are going to get trapped going long here. Take it higher, it's a little reverse down. They probably got trapped, failed second entry long. So definitely worth taking a chance here. And you guys can see the high probability setups are 2-legged pullbacks or failed 2-legged pullbacks against the trend, or lower highs, higher lows confirmation setups. Now when I was watching this, I didn't have this downtrend in play. I was watching a larger downtrend, something like this developing, because I knew that there's a bearish imbalance and price may eventually break lower. This downtrend kept fading at first, but once you kept getting another overshoot right here, this is where you have to switch. You have to judge the structure and you have to take into consideration what is going on here. This is still a trading range, and the new downtrend basically started. The origin of the downtrend was all the way up to here. So you have to start looking for downtrends from this point on. And after price created this swing right here, this is where you're able to identify what the potential downtrend is. Doesn't really matter too much. When you're struggling to find a downtrend, just focus on the EMA. You know that the bias is bearish because we're clearly right now pushing lower. So you're just now looking for 2-legged pullbacks at the EMA. New low, first entry short, second entry short. Far away from EMA, trend line in play, skip, not according to rules. Break, attempt to create new high. Big bearish bar, lower high confirmation setup of second entry short. Worth taking a chance here. No other high probability setup at sight. Strong push above EMA. Price setting up the trend line, but right now this lower high just confirmed the trend line. So I don't think you want to go short just yet. You don't have more swings prior that would confirm the trend line. This was just give you the information to draw this trend line. What you're doing here, because you have a new high, you have first entry long, you expect to get a failed second entry long below EMA, but it never ticked higher for second entry long to form and fail. So unfortunately, there is no way for us to jump on board this move down off of this trend line. So I'm just sitting here watching price go. I'm not going to be forcing trades. I cannot sell at the lows like this. I want to wait for high probability setups to come to key entry point where price is turning down, where all the smart traders are selling. New swing. This is why I have to reset the count because this is the lowest swing in this downtrend. Bias is still bearish. I'm still counting for second entry shorts. First entry short, pullback, second entry short. And what is wrong with this trade? You can guess it. It's congestion. You guys can see what the congestion can do. It can stop you out for you to just see it go exactly where you thought it was going to go. 6 bars stacked, EMA in the middle of these bars, congestion, bars are at the same level. You cannot enter this congestion. 3, 4 bars are okay, but 5, 6, it's already way too much. You cannot enter this. Even though the signal bar looks great, this is what can happen, and these congestions can produce a losing trade like this. We've seen it happen over and over again recently. No, price created a break and created a failed second entry long. Personally, I'm not a fan of taking failed second entries with the bad signal bar, but you can take them. That's only my personal rule, that I wait for a good signal bar even on a failure. Now, and here was the important information, that kind of tricked me today because price strongly reversed and I wasn't really paying attention too much to the uptrend. Not that I was selling because the bias was too bullish, but I wasn't really capitalizing on longs as I would like, because here we can see that we have a tiny little break and a new low, but at the time I was also looking at it potentially like this, as there's a no break and it also fits very nicely. So this was a very tiny little break and tiny little information where you have to decide whether there's a break or no, and generally the breaks are much larger. What it ended up being, since price kept reversing, there truly was a break and 2 legs to a new extreme, but it was quite confusing to take this little break seriously. But you can see price is strongly pushing above EMA, shortened channel in play. When I was watching this first, I was looking for pattern something like this, but price kept eventually nicely fitting off of these lows. So this is where you have to identify that there is something going on here off of these lows. Notice how price is bouncing. So the main pattern ended up being like this. Price created a new high and created the first entry long, second entry long. Now confirming this channel, downtrend played out with the break and a new low. Big bullish bar close above EMA, great entry. Downtrend played out with the break and a new low, 2 legs down. There's a failed second entry short, but I really would have preferred a better signal bar. This is really not great, but it just mainly set up this channel. So this is now confirming this channel is a 2-legged pullback down. But you guys can see how strong price reversed higher. It's way too bullish, so you're not really thinking about selling at this point. You're just looking for a proper uptrend to find, but it was really hard to find the proper uptrend and which trend to trust. I'm very surprised that this weird spike and a channel is valid. I've never seen such a oddly shaped spike and a channel to work, but you have to follow the price action and you have to trade the structure you get, not the structure you want. So this is the structure you get. And right now, since it's so nicely holding off the bottom, you have a new high, first entry long, second entry long, but it's still below EMA, still not touching the trend line. Price created double trap. Why? Because everybody who went long too early on a bad second entry long, they got stopped. And notice this failed second entry long lured a lot of people in and they got stopped out as well. So both people got stopped out, closed above EMA, confirming the key entry point, the larger trend line. The bias is still bullish. Great high probability setup, and then price only formed a first entry. It was actually a new low, first entry short, second entry short failure, but once again horrible signal bar, downtrend in play, and then we had very tempting second entry long, but downtrend in play again. This was really tempting, and your gut feeling is probably telling you it's going to work, but this downtrend is in play. It's getting a little bit too stacked as well, a little bit too squeezed, and price strongly reversed higher. Now, strong push below EMA. At first I drew tighter channel. As price kept working lower and lower, giving you more information about the structure, you have to redraw the wider downtrend. Price created the first entry short, second entry short. According to trendline rules, you expect to get new extreme, but right now we have a congestion, 10 bars stacked next to each other. Price created break, 2 legs to a new extreme, indicating that this downtrend is over. Strong push above exponential moving average, and notice now we have a strong bullish uptrend working higher, and I expect to get new high, just like I here expected new low for the downtrend. I here expect new high for the uptrend, but notice what you have. You have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, but it's miles away from EMA. I cannot take it. And notice this is how a lot of times you can identify the bigger channel. Notice the uptrend right here. Notice the uptrend right here. Notice you have a new high, and you have a lower high and a strong rejection below EMA, and the same thing right here. Price is attempting to move higher and lower high, strong rejection. It's basically the repeat pattern of this, and once you see such a strong rejection of lower high that is eventually pushing price below EMA, this is telling you there is probably a larger downtrend being in play, and it also fits nicely off the lows. But this is still looking quite sideways, quite triggering structure, so I'm drawing my shortened channels to the downside now. Price created a break, first entry short, second entry short. I wouldn't mind taking an inside bar here, but the wick is really big and your stop loss has to go one tick above this bar. So notice you would be entering down here and the stop loss all the way up to here. So money management wise, this doesn't make sense. So even if it's a 2-legged pullback, first leg up, pullback, second leg up, you expect for price to create new low, just like you did here. You can wait for price to give you a lower high confirmation setup of the second entry short. EMA still keeps holding price, and this was my last trade for the day. I managed to take 7 points on this scalp before price eventually reversed. And notice what happened. Break new high, confirming the channel, the lower high, confirming the channel again, just like we talked about right here. And now you expect a high probability setup to sell. After price pushes below EMA and confirms that the sellers are in the market, you can get a failed second entry long. First entry long, second entry long. Failure, but look how horribly it formed. Such a neutral, it is a bearish body, yes, but big bullish stem at the bottom, going a little bit stacked. Once again, aggressive trader can definitely pull the trigger here and follow the rules. It's just a little bit too stacked, and a shame it didn't form better. And there were a lot of setups like this today where context wise, wow, market actually closed, but it still keeps pushing lower and lower strongly. Yes, there were a lot of setups like this failed second entry long where context wise, you want to take the entry, but the entry didn't really set up perfectly. Early on, it was easy to read because the bias was bearish. You're playing the trading range. Study the bearish imbalance. This is the healthy trading range. Up and down consistently. Only bottom tier of a trading range is being used here, indicating that the breakout may eventually work. And high probability setups are only two-legged pullbacks with the trend, failed two-legged pullbacks that goes against the trend, and lower highs, higher lows, confirmation setups. Once you see price pushing higher strongly like this is where you stopped selling because you pushed way too far up and price is really strong here, and you're basically still looking for entries of this main key entry point. Even when key entry point was quite hard to find. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.